Okay, Seabass, I brought you here today because I'm having an existential crisis, and this might be the worst podcast ever, but I need to get some ideas out there before I write this script. I think I'm going to turn this into a video, but I opened up a whole can of worms, and it's not going to be worth turning into a video unless I'm completely sane. I don't think there's any way to fix my insanity. This is like going to be a lifelong issue here.
Oh boy.
So
It's gonna be great.
Let's just get right out there and bring up some issues. Like, I'm not going to get right into it because it's pretty complex and it'd be impossible to describe in a couple words. So the first problem is I'm going to introduce some things that I was exposed to recently that are just on my mind. They're just stuck in my mind right now. So have you heard of AI channel recently?
AI channel? No. Is that like a channel where you talk to artificial intelligences? Is that like...
You're kind of right on there. It's a AI YouTuber. Now, they're not actually an AI. They're a voice actor pretending to be an AI. And they're also pretending to be a YouTube personality. But I guess they are. But they also have like a fake persona on, they're just acting. This channel started out like 4 months ago or so. And there's already 72 videos. So I doubt there's any way this could be one voice actor. So I don't know the details, but there's probably like multiple people writing the script. But it's easy stuff to do, like recording Let's Plays, going on walks on Google Maps, those kind of things. Simple stuff to make videos, but they have like a pop star personality that just attracts like otakus, like to bond. And I just learned this a couple of minutes ago, so I might be wrong, but wait, Kizuna? I think Kizuna AI is her name. And Kizuna, I think, means bond in Japanese. Like Kisniver, that show.
Yeah.
So AI bond is the thing it's going for. Just bonding with an AI.
Okay.
And so, that caused a crisis. Because, I kind of want to be a cute girl AI. Not really, if you catch my drift, who wouldn't want to be cute?
Like, who wouldn't want to be? I am cute.
Like you, Seabass. Yeah, you're cute. You're living the dream. I want to be as cute as you sometimes.
Post a picture of me.
Yeah. I'll post a picture of Seabass. Hopefully, I'll be in this, whatever this is. And also not just cute, but also 2D. That'd be nice to be 2D
damn.
too.
I'm only 3D.
2D becoming real. Virtual reality. That's a whole thing. That's just like, I wish I was 2D.
Yeah, being 2D would be
but
great.
that's just one thing that's got me worked up right now. Just one thing. And then there's r/place. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, I've heard that around. Hold up.
It's basically a thing on Reddit where every individual user gets to place one pixel. Well, they can place multiple pixels, I think, in a row. I think there's like a charge or something. Like, you can only place a certain amount, and every like 10 minutes you get a new pixel. And there's an entire map, and all the user base are just placing pixels, and like communities form around it, and they're trying to make like artistic pieces. Like, there's a bunch of memes, there's a bunch of video games, there's a bunch of anime.
I'm looking at it right now, and there's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's amazing. It looks great, and it's changing rapidly too. Like, there are things that get erased. Like, I think, was it Germany that took over like France or something? And there's a picture in r/place of like Neo from the, I haven't even watched The Matrix, but it's a cool image of him like dodging like Germany, and there's all of it. There's tons of posts like that, and it's super it's amazing. But the problem is that I don't even know half of those communities. Like, I'm not a part of them, and I can't be a part of them because of my limited perspective. See, right. This is the real issue here. This is the heart of it. That I can't have multiple perspectives at the same time. I'm completely limited to one of them. And that is going across the screen. Get out, normies. Like, that's my current perspective in a nutshell. Right. But I'd also like to have, like, my old perspective was Dota. Like, I'd be doing like the Dota thing. Like a year ago, I'd be into Dota 2. So there's like this whole thing of the Dota subreddit, and they're just making like the Dota symbol, and then underneath is Arteezy, a pro player, and it's a funny meme. It's hilarious.
Right.
But I can't be part of that. I'm down there under I'm rating subscribe to Monkey Jones. Of course, it got erased because no one else cared to make a PCP meme in the thing.
Right.
But I want to be every pixel on that screen at the same time. Like, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, because you want to be everyone with these wildly different perspectives and ideas.
Yes, I want all
personalities.
But I don't want all the perspectives at the same time. Like, I don't want to be zoomed out of r/place. I want to zoom in sometimes, and then I want to zoom out.
It's like Kaiba. You want to go from.
So I came up with a new word for this. I don't know if this is proper English. I can't even pronounce it.
Transsexual.
Yeah, just a trans person. I don't know that sometimes.
So
transmission.
So basically,
I made that word up.
Calliope
I think
wants to be. Okay, sorry, Calliope wants to be a trans person.
Not all the time, though. Just some of the time.
Oh man.
Like, if I was limited to being a trans person, that would hinder me. So I want to be able to send across perspective. I don't want to be omniscient either, because then you just know everything.
Basically, omniscience is being everything, but you want to be able to be different everythings.
I want things to be unique, too.
Right.
Is the problem.
You want to be everything, but at different times. You want to be different parts of everything.
But also at the same time, I also want to be omniscient. Like, I just want to be omniscient for a couple seconds, just now, see what it's like.
You want everything and nothing.
I'm the greediest person alive. Like, I think I just proved that.
Yeah.
Just another topic. I was watching Kuzo no Hanaki recently, just an anime. It's new this winter season, and it's basically just like a relationship problem. Like, all these characters have love triangles and stuff, and it's all messed up. Like, they all have different sexualities. Like, one has like lesbian feelings.
Are you talking about Scum's Wish or whatever?
Yeah, Scum's Wish.
Yeah, my friend was telling me
Pedantic
about
Romantic
that.
made a video on that.
Yeah, my friend was telling me about that, and it sounds like the most depressing thing ever.
It's pretty depressing because you're like, I wish all these relationships worked out. Like, some of these people are just using other people. Some of them are just, they kind of like each other, but they also like other people at the same time. So it's just not going to work out. And that's like that just feeds into the other, like, I just want to have like all those relationships. Like, not one of them is better than the other, except, well, like, you don't want to hurt people. I have some standards. Like, it's not worth Scum's Wish to exist because they're all depressed and it's not good. But the feeling of having them all work out is still there. Like, it's possible. I don't know where I was going with that.
They should just all have an open relationship, so they can be with each
side
other.
note, I found it to be really hot, and I wish I could just like jack off to it, but I didn't. It's, you know,
because
I feel like I'd burn out on the series. Like, there's a certain amount of extent I love the series, and there's just a point where it just wouldn't match up, like, my appreciation for it. But I want to appreciate to the max. But, you know, if I drag off to it, afterwards, I probably won't feel the same attachment. I'll just be like, what did I just do? I ruined it. I just ruined the show. Following that, you know, ContraPoints, getting into my own sexuality. Like, he made a recent video on genderqueer. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, I saw it on my sub feed and I haven't watched it yet. Give me the lowdown about his thing.
You should watch the video because I don't know if I'll describe it well.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch the video.
But basically, he like brought in all the the words revolving around sexuality and how people identify, and how he like identifies as genderqueer because he's not very he wants to be like both feminine and masculine at the same time. Like,
that's me.
I do. And he doesn't want to like define himself as gender fluid or something. I don't know. Like, that's not my expertise. I've just watched ContraPoint videos. That's like all my knowledge on the subject. So just watch his video. That's as much knowledge as I do on the subject.
Okay. I have a bit of background knowledge in like all the gender shit. So
I'm definitely just a heterosexual cis male.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm a cis guy. Like, there's no question about it. But this desire to be something else is still there, even though I'm pretty confident that I wouldn't really want to do anything other than that.
Right.
But it's so difficult because I also want to be a 2D, female. We just had it.
2D.
Clag the Fag, he joined in and just started singing the roundabout.
Yeah, like a piece of shit.
So I wish I could talk to Clag the Fag. Like, that'd be nice if I knew everything about Clag the Fag and we were like best buds. But we're not. Like, I've only talked to him a couple times and we just happen to be in the same server.
Clag's cool.
That's it. He's just cool. He's
all.
Cool
guy.
That's the entire. Okay, there's better people.
He's like Antonio,
there's better
but
people
worse.
to be friends with here, not Clag the Fag.
It's like Antonio, but worse. Shit,
I just thought of this
thing
about Clag the Fag, but I'd love to be a member of the PCP. But at the same time, I'd rather just be a member of a different group entirely and have nothing to do with them half the time.
Yeah. It's. I'm a very.
Oh my God.
Like, I wouldn't want to be on the PCP simply because I'm really, like, independent oriented. Like, I want to do my own thing, you know? I want to make my own mark in the world. I don't want to join someone else.
Yeah, yeah, I don't want to just be a part of that group. I want to be my own thing, but at the same time, I also just want to be friends with the guys. You know? But I don't even know if I'd fit in. Like, it's like Kuzer no Hanaki. Maybe I just damage it more than good. Like Monkey, he completely destroyed the entire podcast. He sabotaged it.
Shit.
And Munchie, he ruined it when he joined. Like,
shit.
Why is this little kid on here? And then Ben, why is Ben even on the PCP? He doesn't deserve it. What's the last time he made money? And Digi, he's just in his room all the time. He's not doing anything. And this Jess, he should just be his own thing. Like, there's no reason he should, like, pander to those guys. Like, they don't deserve to have him as a friend.
Basically, in the end, you just gotta subscribe to Monkey
Devu is just a collective. Like, he's just all of them at the same. He's living the dream. I want to be Devu.
You want to be the collective.
I want to be the collective.
If you were a collective, you'd be like those.
I just want to emulate Devu. Maybe I'll just be happy editing videos for other people and fulfilling their artistic ambitions instead of my own. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just some guy with one limited perspective on the world who can't do anything other than that.
That's
that was good. You see, this entire rant, I was going to try to write it down in the video, but you see how that'd be impossible to write down? Because I could go on this rant forever, like for an infinite amount of time. You're only hearing an hour of this rant, but this will be with me the rest of my life.
This is your brain constantly for the rest of your life, is what you're saying.
Yes, but
nice.
What if I die? What if I die? What if I die? Will I be reincarnated? Will I just be dead? Is there nothing more to it than... It doesn't really matter, does it?
Well...
Because I should just make, like... Well, I guess it does, but... The thing is, I'm just gonna have to ignore this. I'm gonna have to put this in the back of my mind and just ignore it, because that's the only way I'll get things done. You have a few methods
about it, you know, you got the...
Yeah, there's
you got
tons
the
of
Rick
methods.
method, which is don't fucking think about it. And then get depressed.
There's the way not thinking about it. There's the way of embracing it. There's the way of making it your life mission to explain it. Well, how I'm going to tackle this is I'm going to make a video on it. But, you know, the problem is I have a limited perspective, so I can't do it justice to make a video on this that's perfect. This will probably be the best thing I ever make. And then the can of worms I opened when I decided to write this down was I don't know enough about other, like, philosophers and people who've thought about this before.
Well,
like,
lucky for you, right in front of me I have my Stumpf book, which is a basic introduction to philosophy. I can go down a few philosophers for you. Yeah,
I'll go down that rabbit hole eventually. This is why I like reading, because I want to know about every other perspective, and I want to read up about it. I want to experience even if it's a bad piece of art or content. The only reason I consider it bad is because maybe it just wasted my time a little. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I would want to consume it all eventually. If I had an infinite amount of time, I just wish I had a hyperbolic time chamber that could just spend eternity in there and just come out. I think they actually age like Saiyans, you know? So I would just die in the hyperbolic time chamber.
No. What else you need? You need the thing in Mother 3. That spoiler alert! At the end, where Porky gets into, and he just cannot die. And he just sits in the chamber thing. It's like a hyperbolic time chamber, but you don't die.
So where I went to after initially coming with this idea is the first thing I thought about was like multiverse theory. Like I don't know if that exists. Probably doesn't. It's just a hypothesis.
Hold up. I was reading this article about how there are some scientists who think gravity doesn't naturally exist in this universe, and that it's actually bleeding in from a parallel universe where it's nothing but gravity.
I think you posted that in this chat, so that's probably why I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. You shared it with me. So I call bullshit on that, but the thing is, we're just thinking about this hypothetically. I don't even think multiverses exist at this point. But here's the thing. You can't prove that they don't exist.
You can't even trust your senses. How do you know if you're seeing is real?
Seabass, what happens when you prove a multiverse exists?
What happens?
Do you know?
Well,
that becomes part of your universe, right?
Oh, shit.
What's outside of that universe? Another multiverse? Is there a multiverse outside of that other multiverse? Possibly.
It's elephants all the way down.
You'd have to define a universe in a different amount of terms initially or something. Like, this is like universe 0. Oh, wait. We can't even define. We don't have enough words in the human language to define all these things. No. And, I just realized the worst thing.
There's a worse thing?
This is the best piece of art I've ever consumed, but it's still only a limited perspective on the whole matter, and the author of this book is going through the exact same crisis I'm going through right now, and all they can do is explain it through words in the most artistic way possible. The way to express themselves is through words that don't even mean anything, but mean everything at the same time. I'm talking about Mark Z. Danielowski, the author of House of Leaves, the author of The Familiar. That guy, the one Digi brings up. He's an amazing author. He focuses on like visual.
Yeah, I've seen those books.
Visual appearance.
And I said, "Fuck that! I can't read that."
Just describing House of Leaves. There's a house, and it's constantly changing shapes. And for one part, there's like a ladder that the guy's climbing up in this like void of a house. It's just infinitely expanding labyrinth. And as he's climbing up that dark ladder with like no idea where he is, he's completely lost. The page just flips upside down, and you're just climbing up a ladder of words, and you're just completely in the dark yourself. You're just completely there in the moment. It's the most terrifying thing ever. It's the best thing ever. It's also just an acceptance of our limited perspective. And in his next book, The Familiar, it's called One Rainy Day on May, I think. That's probably 100% accurate. That's the title. And there's this motif of rain coming down. And the rain on the page is described in the words, how many raindrops? You can't count how many raindrops there are. But there's tons of rain coming down. In the whole book, it's only the scene of like that rainy day on May, basically.
You're hurting my brain.
I'm hurting my own brain. Like every time this is painful. The thing, like, I can go on forever. Like there's so many things. I don't know if this is like the best experience ever. Like I can just go on forever. There's so many things to consume, and I can never count how many raindrops there are. If I was omniscient, I'd know how many raindrops there are, and I'd just be bored. Like there'd be nothing else to do. It'd suck to be God unless you make people in your own image and they're just living those Are we all God? Are we all just a collective body of God's mind?
Well,
just living life
what
for him?
Is that?
All his multiverses too? Oh.
What if God forgot he was God?
Evangelion? Like, they're all orange goop? Like,
we all just
like the Instrumentality Project?
The Human Instrumentality Project. Where we all just come together.
That's when you form God. When you just form everyone together. But when they're not like that, they're just humans.
God.
What do you have to say, Seabass? How do you respond to this? Where has your mind gone to?
My mind. I don't even know where my mind is at this point. You know, like
I can't. I
wasn't thinking about this.
Where your mind is.
I wasn't even thinking about this, but then you just started talking about this, and now I'm just like, well, fuck. I also really want a taco, but that's.
We even have Blackblade here in the chat, but his mic's not working, so he can't even participate in this discussion, and he probably wants to yell at us or like explain the crises he's going through, and he's like has to type the chat. You don't even get to experience what Blackblade is writing because you're not in this chat with us.
Blackblade doesn't even get to experience what he's writing.
Blackblade doesn't get the full experience
either. Only the writing
either.
Gets to experience what he's writing. You know, like
but
okay.
how much of an experience is it? You're narrow focused. But you're experiencing so many things, and you can only focus on one of those experiences. You'll probably forget about it too. Like one day you're not gonna remember what you said. You're gonna look back on the past, and you're just gonna look back with nostalgia. Like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
You only have like a vague impression.
I don't know that many. You have a vague impression.
Like, you don't even remember anything. You just have an idea, an approximation of.
You only live in the present.
And the present. What even is the present? You know,
This is not
the present. Okay, the present is gone. The present is 2 seconds ago.
What are you even listening? Is this a podcast? Is this? Are we even alive? Or I don't know.
What if the universe was like created 5 seconds ago? You know, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't even know if we were created 5 seconds ago or we just never existed to begin with.
How can we even trust our own memories, let alone our tangible experiences that we're experiencing now?
And why should you trust anyone else either? I could just be talking to myself right now. You don't even exist, Seabass.
Oh, shit. Do I exist? My character in your dream?
See, yeah, now I'm completely lost. I had points, like, I think I made most of them, but you see how, like, there's a limited amount of points to go to, and I don't know which one, so now I'm just going on to, like, random tangents. Now I'm gonna, like, break down other religions, like Buddhism. Like, it'd be sweet if there was reincarnation, you know? Like, you just get to be reincarnated as an ant. Now you're experiencing ant. What
dude. Ants are fucking crazy, okay. So, ants, like, the way we've studied ants, like, so extensively that we've realized that ants do not exist as individuals, but as, like, super organisms.
Collective?
Yeah, ants are literally collectives. Like, ants function, like, the individual ant is more akin to a cell than it is to an individual.
This is why science fiction is the supreme way to write.
The antennas or whatever are receiving, like, crazy radio signals from, like, some master. I don't even know how it fucking works, but, like, it's fucking weird.
I love playing in video games as, like, a collective. It's just like a mindset you can't even comprehend, and somehow you're supposed to be playing them. Video games, goes back to r/plays, but I wish I could play every single video game. I wish I could read every single book. I want to watch all of the animes. I just want my room dick down to animes, but at the same time, I just want to go outside. I just want to hang out with friends.
It's a balance that...
This is I'm making a big deal out of this, but this is really only sparked up. Just probably go back to my daily routine.
Right.
Because I can't handle being like this all the time. I'm
too
wired.
Ooh, think about this. You're never going to experience
I'm not?
Nope. You're not even going to experience most things.
But like I've said, that's kind of a good thing at the same time, because if I experience everything, what left is there to experience? You're just not experiencing. I don't want to be just a void. Like, nothing happened. But at the same time, maybe that's the only thing comforting me, because, you know, like, if I die, then I don't have to suffer.
Death is weird. Because then you don't even get to experience the things that you like, you know? It's just
I honestly feel like art is just entirely to cope with death. Like, sometimes it might not seem like it is, but it definitely
totally is.
It just is.
It's a distraction. Everything, in my opinion, is just a distraction from death. We're like, well...
It's so bittersweet. And you just have to focus your taste buds, and you just have to taste the sweetness, like, as much as you can. Because it's okay. I don't know.
I can go for pastry now.
Pastry?
Oh God, everything around me lately is making me hungry.
if you eat one thing, you can't eat the other. But should you eat that? Should you eat dollar pizza every day, or should you go for like a healthier food, like just go vegan, and just not eat meat?
Well,
how awful would it be if you learned you just can't run anymore? Like,
oh god, I would die.
Like, I was thinking about this because Casey Neistat brought it up, and I was like, that's what's been my real motivation recently. Like, the PCP have never made me this motivated. Casey Neistat is just a real hero.
Yeah, Casey Neistat's the real motivator in the world. Like, every time you watch him, you want to get up and ready to do things. Like, he got me back into running. I used to be super big into running, but then I kind of weaned off. But then I saw him, I'm like, fuck, I gotta run again. Then I do.
He got me into running too, even though I've only run for 2 days now. And it's great. It's great to run. And I think running is amazing.
It is.
Oh no! I'm looping back again. I'm looping back into the fact that if I run, then I can't sleep. So I'm just gonna have to move forward because I can't keep looping back and back and back and back to the same point that I can't experience everything because there's no point. I just might as well experience what is in front of me and just enjoy it. Because if I'm just in existential mode all the time, then I'm not actually experiencing what's in front of me. If you're existential, you just can't do it. I wanted to write the script so bad, but I realized there's no way I can write the script unless I'm in a creative mindset. I'm in an existential mindset right now. But I want to make art.
Arts. Ooh, I should probably be making art too.
Wait, back to running, I think.
Running?
Or Casey Neistat. What did he do recently that was impressive that I watched? Completely lost focus. This is how unreliable my memory is. I don't even remember what I was discussing a minute ago with Seabass over here.
I like to think that I'm good with memories, but like I feel like we're having two different conversations.
That might be. Well, I'm basically just talking to myself, and you're just here to make it so I'm not a crazy man, just alone.
Ooh. What if, what if we actually are having two different conversations? What if the words that I'm saying to me mean something different to what they mean to you, you know?
Yeah, like how we might see different colors?
Sort of. Yeah.
Like we still perceive kind of the same thing, but at the same time we're perceiving completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it works.
Like, are we even coming to an agreement right now? Or are we just having a disagreement?
Well, literally we're having a agreement here because that's how our words are conveying. We're agreeing. We're saying we agree. But figuratively, are we agreeing?
Do the words?
Are we figuratively agreeing? Like, no, I'm not actually agreeing with you because if I agreed with you, that would... I literally can't agree with you.
But
you know how,
are we just saying that we agree with each other, but we have different
You know how, like,
interpretations?
atoms can't touch each other?
Yeah.
Well, I can't communicate with you in reality. Like, I can get so close. I can get so close to communicate with you. We can get the same idea across.
Right.
But
not entirely. Like, it's a different idea and interpretation of that idea.
I can get so close.
Right.
But yet it's so far. Like how far?
I've had this experience.
Oh my god! You know the arrow thing?
Yeah.
The arrow, like how if you half the distance, you can go on infinitely.
Oh god! Oh, or it's like Achilles and the turtle. Oh fuck. Oh man. Okay, so shit. This is why we shouldn't think.
This is. You see what I said? I opened up a can of worms here. This is why you don't open up. This is why you don't dive down the rabbit hole.
This is why you don't do drugs, kids.
Except it's fun. So I recommend it to all you kids. It's really fun. It's the only way you'll ever feel good about yourself.
We're talking about thinking, not drugs, by the way.
I don't know about that. If you do drugs, you're not gonna experience everything. Anyway.
Well, if you don't do drugs, you don't experience that.
This is my current... Oh my god. You know, that was art. That was art right there. I just did something I might have never done somewhere else, you know? Anyways, this is my current philosophy, but I'm agreeing with Monkey. I don't know if you listened to my solo cast, but I said, you know, it's time to just accept death. Like, I only have a limited time, so I need to make the best out of it. And if I'm gonna die, I might as well like do things I want to regularly do for the better of humanity, like making art.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Now, I don't know about helping people. Like, I don't think I'm good at that. So I'm not going to be like some Catholic saint going around helping people who are suffering because I don't really know them.
Good job.
And I'm not that empathetic. I kind of want to, but at the same time, that's a lot of work. So I'm just gonna focus on art and help people when I see them in need of help, and I can
just
offer.
be a nice guy, you know.
I just want to be a
donate
nice
to charity.
guy.
You just gotta be a cool guy.
Even Casey Neistat, like the coolest guy in the world, he can't help everyone.
Yeah.
He's just going to VidCon and just meeting up with his fans, starting a business, making money, making the economy flow. He's probably helped tons of people, and they probably don't even know who Casey Neistat is.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's helped them.
Mm-hmm.
If I can indirectly help people,
that'd be cool.
I'd be happy with that. So
helping people by existing.
If I accept death, then I'm gonna die, and then I could just do things I just help people, and I wouldn't feel like, overall I might feel bad, like, oh, I did all that work, it hurt my back a bit,
right.
But when you're dead, it doesn't matter, because they're still alive, and your help still carried on. You still pass down your genes. Your literal genes into the pool of humanity. I guess that's the only thing that really matters to me right now is humanity, because that's the only thing I'll ever be able to experience. I will never be a 2D
cyborg
android cyborg. I'll never be. Oh, maybe I'll be. Maybe I'll live forever. Maybe we'll invent stuff that makes me live forever. I don't know what can of worms that opens when you live forever. Like, could you suffer for an eternity just because you're a cyborg and someone in a closet?
So many malicious things could happen with the computerization of our minds.
But then Nate from the PC brings up the universe has a definite end. Seabass is currently gone because his dog was working, but I doubt I'll ever get to meet Seabass's dog and pet it. It's so sad.
That's kind of sad.
You'll never be able to meet my dog, Kirby.
Kirby? Your dog's name is Kirby?
My dog is named literally after the Japanese Juggalo.
After the Japanese Juggalo itself.
When I was like 8, I named my dog Kirby, and my parents actually liked the name. They didn't know where it came from, but the dog's named Kirby. I told Munchie that too. He thought that was cool because he's also a Kirby guy.
Kirby's a nice name,
I guess.
Like, if you just disconnect Kirby from like the game and the character, just the name Kirby itself just evokes an image of just a nice guy. Like, you think of that nice.
I don't even look at my dog and think like the actual Japanese character. I just think of my dog, and that's just his identity is Kirby now. I don't know if he knows that. He responds to it, kind of. He doesn't know that's a name.
Yeah, like, does it even know that it's a name, or is it like, it's just like, oh, this is a thing that I hear a lot. So,
does it even have the memory to know that that's the same word, or does it just respond to the way you say the word?
Because, okay, I've tested this with a few dogs before. Like, you could be saying like the rudest shit to them, but as long as you do it with like a upbeat sort of cheery tone, they're totally cool.
Yeah, because why would they think otherwise? They don't understand what the words actually mean.
Exactly.
They're looking for your tone of voice and how you like. They're looking for your motion of the body too. Like, if I make a fist over my dog will sit. It's a miniature schnauzer, by the way, if you're wondering. You'll never be able to pet my dog, so how does that feel?
Well, I can pet my dog.
It probably feels pretty bad, but guess what? I get to pet my dog, and it feels pretty good.
Well, I get to pet my dog, and it feels good when I pet my dog.
Yeah, so just get a dog. If you hate dogs, you need to die. Like, there's no other way about it.
Dogs are great.
You have to be a dog person. If you don't have a dog,
you will suffer in life if you're not a dog person.
Dick's a dog person, right? Dick Masterson?
Dick, I think so.
Dogs for the win.
Dogs are great. Dogs are the best wingmen.
I don't know about cats. Like, I guess I'm allergic to cats, so I'm just...
Cats are nice, but really...
Oh, I didn't even mention determinism in this thing.
Oh, God.
Until now.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I have an allergy to cats, so I guess I was just determined to not be a cat person. Like, that's just the hand I was dealt.
Oh, God.
Who set this emotion? I don't know. I'd say, me personally, I'd say God, but if you're not religious, you'll never experience my like, I can't even not believe that God doesn't exist, because that's just not in my frame of mind. But if you're Stephen Hawking and you're a scientist, you can just rationalize God not existing. I can't do that. No matter what, I can't rationalize that there isn't a first cause, and that's not God.
Liveroni.
What?
Liveroni.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the okay. It's liveroni.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna make a video on Thrigatsu no Line and how much I love like sports anime and stuff.
Yeah.
And like because I recently got out of like this vicious cycle of depression just by motivating myself through Casey Neistat. And now I'm on this completely other tangent, and I think this is more important because if I just express it now, I can just get out of the way. Like this is what my mind is focused on right now. I might as well just like make a video on this, and then I'll just do the Thrigatsu no Line video afterwards.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Just do
the
thing.
I'm already in this mindset.
You're already teetering the edge. You might as well do something with it.
This is the problem with my mind, is I'm always watching like stuff, and I just want to focus, the our size place idea that I just want to zoom in and zoom out. Well, right now I'm going to zoom into this idea right here, which is actually an infinite expanding something. Something's going. But that's a completely different subject from making the Thrigatsu no Line video, which has nothing to do with this existential crisis other than the fact that sometimes I just don't do anything and I feel sad about it. Like, that's a completely different side of depression.
Right.
Compared to I'm just insane right now. I'm not even upset about it.
You're just like,
I just think this is cool.
Yeah. I had a very similar thing happen to me like 1 or 2 years ago, and I eventually came to the conclusion that do stuff because it doesn't matter in the end.
Well, yeah. I guess I can tie Casey Neistat in here again. Wait, I already did this, but he draws. I've done this 3 times probably now.
Yeah,
he draws like this
3 or 4 times.
He draws like the start line, and then he draws the finish line. Yeah, I already did that. I already said that. But just in case you missed it, I clarified it again that it's all about the journey in between those 2 points.
It's like the spoiler alert, Hunter x Hunter. At the very end.
Who cares if you're spoiled? If you're spoiled, you can just move on to something. Someone did you a favor if they spoiled something for you. Anyway, you might get excited about it too.
Yeah, that's true. I understand all that, but there are people out there, and I want to respect those people.
They don't deserve respect.
Anyways, in Hunter x Hunter, when Gon's dad tells him it doesn't matter about it, it's the journey that matters.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is the best anime of all time. I just want to make an entire YouTube channel. I'll name it the Hunter x Hunter Dick Riding Association, and I'll only make videos on Hunter x Hunter. Oh, wait, someone already did that.
Yeah, the Hunter x Hunter 2011 Dick Riding Association already exists. Does he make videos?
There can be 2. 2 can exist. And they can be different, even if they're exactly the same. Even if I've ripped him off, at least I'm somewhat different because I copied him, and that's like completely different. I don't even know. That's not funny though, because if you plagiarize, that's not cool. That hurts people.
By the way, go look at the Hunter x Hunter 2011 Dick Riding Association. He makes some videos.
Yep, every YouTuber ever, and how they've influenced me. But this isn't the influence cast, except it kind of is. It's an everything cast. This is the everything cast.
Exactly. You want to do everything, but you want to.
I'm gonna upload this to every channel I have and share it with every person I can find.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You heard it here first. I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna share it on Skype. I'm gonna share it on Discord. I'm gonna share it with my inspirations. I'm gonna say, hey, this is the best thing I ever made. Even though everything else I made is trash. I'm gonna share it I'm gonna post it on my channel, the Level 6 channel, my anime channel. I'm gonna make a new channel, just post this on there. I'm gonna upload it to my SoundCloud. I'm gonna upload it to Bandcamp.
The thing is, put it on gonna be like, this is only like interesting to us. Everyone else is just like,
well, yeah, whatever, they don't have to listen to it. It's their choice. It's their choice to click on it. Well, I'm just gonna offer them just like, hey, you inspired me with your video to make this thing. Even though you didn't intend to, it's an indirect cause, determinism bullshit. I'm gonna tempt you, like the devil, to click on this one here, to listen to my narcotic ramblings. See how you like that? Oh, I just made art. I'm just I'm an art boy.
We're all art boys.
We're just all just a bit of art boy inside.
Art boys. Pew 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 pew.
It's not even our meme, but it's all hilarious.
It's everyone's meme.
The memes belong to
Everyone. You gotta seize the memes of production.
Seize the memes of production.
Yes.
Oh, communism is bad. It's inherently evil, I think.
Is it?
Except it's not.
Is sharing evil?
Is sharing evil? Well, I guess it's not, but it doesn't practically work. Or does it? All I know is I've been reading a book on Mao, who invented communism, and he was not a good guy. He's completely corrupt. Or was he? Was he just misled? Was he just determined to be evil? And it just happened that he was reading all the wrong books. Was Elliot Rodger really just a bad person? Or did he just,
Yeah.
He just happened to be mentally unstable. His dad, all his dad's fault too.
His dad's fault.
Is it even his dad? It's his dad's. It's his dad's. It's God's. It's God's fault.
Our ancestors' fault.
God made Elliot Rodger.
Ergo, Elliot Rodger.
Elliot Rodger is God.
God. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
I gotta pray to Elliot Rodger.
Oh shit. Let's say some prayer to Elliot Rodger, Allah, God, Digibro. I praise Digibro I pay him $15 on Patreon. I pay $1 to best guy ever. I want to give money to the Procrastinators podcast too, but I have a limited wealth. There's only so much money I can give out.
Yeah.
I can only do.
I'm in between jobs, and I'm also.
I can only take
bastard.
so much. I can only give so much.
You can.
But I want to give it my all. I want to give everything I can.
Oh shit! It's Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. I haven't read or watched Scott Pilgrim.
There's a Scott Pilgrim.
That's an experience
thing on
I haven't
Our
had
Place.
yet.
It's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Our Place is the coolest thing since sliced bread.
Hell yeah! Viva Mexico, cabrones! I said that the widest possible way, but amazing! There's the Mexican flag here. It's beautiful.
How long have we been doing this? Is time even real? Oh my! It's been 47 minutes. Can you believe that?
I can believe it because
I'm guessing your sound waves are a lot shorter than mine right now because I've been just rambling.
Because your mind is so expanded that the waves of your sound.
It wasn't even like this. This was completely inductive, or was it deductive? I think it's inductive. I think is going from one thing to many things, right?
Oh boy. Inductive.
Deductive is when deductive is like Descartes. I learned that from religion class at school. That's when you take everything you see and you just boil it down to one thing.
Oh boy, it's.
So what I did is I looked at r/place, I looked at AI channel, I looked at Kuzo no Hanaki, and then I just expanded what I was thinking about, to an insane level that is making me a complete insane person. Who would ever say this? What I just said? No one can replicate that. I don't think, unless it completely opened my mind. I'm now the Buddha. I'm the Buddha now.
You have achieved nirvana.
Except I haven't, because it's impossible. I think it's possible.
Well, all it means is to put out the fire, or to put out the candle. So.
Wait. So does that mean I have to? Does that mean I have to then use deductive? I'm having flashbacks to Yu-Gi-Oh right now, because in Yu-Gi-Oh there's the symbolism of the hourglass, and that's not even original Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's just where my mind is right now, because the hourglass. Think about it like this. You have the deductive reasoning on top of the hourglass. It's just all the sands going down to one point. You flip it over, and then it's inductive reasoning, because all the one sand thing is going the other way now.
It's been a minute since I've read Descartes, so I don't know if you're using that correctly.
Well, that wasn't really Descartes. That was just the two words, inductive and deductive, and I'm applying it to the hourglass. You get my idea, symbolism of hourglass,
I get
right?
it though. It's
and that's crazy, because then the hourglass also symbolizes time, and you have a limited amount of time, and once it's out, you're out. So
you out.
I have no idea what Buddhism is or what nirvana is, but if you said I assume that would be when the hourglass is out of sand. There's no sand on that other side.
Like
but then you flip it over. What happens then?
The thing is with Nirvana.
What happens? What if you inverse Nirvana?
Then you're just okay. If you inverse Nirvana, then you're just alive. As is right now.
Oh, okay.
Nirvana is just a state of pure enlightenment.
Does that just completely contradict what Nirvana is?
Well, I don't know if you could do that, but on a similar train of thought, on the Nirvana album Bleach, the colors are sort of inverted. So that's the closest I got for you.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add, Seabass?
Other than this is literally every philosopher ever when they were like a teenager? No.
This is elementary school.
Yeah, this isn't even like anything
this
crazy.
is child's play.
Yeah, this
is child's play.
Yeah, this isn't even anything like that crazy. It's just like
none of these ideas are new. They're just originated from other people, and it all goes back to determinism. Because all I know is what I know right now is because someone else passed it on or something.
Yeah,
I'm not original, but I think I am. So I might as well just make some art,
Yeah. Well, the thing is with originality is just like you can't, because everything is a derivative of something else.
Yeah, that was my point.
You derive literally everything from something else.
Practically, we don't have free will at all. At least from the point I'm arguing from. Like maybe
I think we do have free will.
If you argue from it religiously, you believe in the concept of free will. Like free will is a thing. But if you look at it from like the determinist standpoint,
fuck determinism.
We
it's gay. Determinism is gay.
Hypothetically or theoretically, determinism says that the choices we make is because of our genes, our environment. The brain, the synapses like popping off in our brains.
Yeah,
is making us choose our actions. It's all biochemical stuff.
Yeah, that's just how the brain works, though. Like we're still making the decision.
Yeah, we're making decisions. Yeah, I agree with you. Like we have free will because there's no way we can like process all those processes.
Plus, if
virtually you have free will because the choices you make is the choice you made, and if you make a bad choice, I'm gonna point at you and be like, hey, you made that choice, and if you be like, no, it was the chemicals in my you made the choice.
What's the point of punishing someone?
You're in jail.
If it was
you're
bound
in Monopoly
to
jail right now. Go to jail.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
So what does this say about objectivity? Does objectivity exist?
No.
No. I guess
in any context it doesn't exist. There are no subjective facts.
If gravity doesn't exist in some other universes, does objectivity exist in some?
Wait. Hold up.
Food for thought.
No, hold up. That's like a paradox because if objectivity existed in some universes, that would
paradoxes.
It would have to exist in like our universe because objectivity can't exist in universes.
What happens when there's a paradox? I have no idea.
Because because objectivity is just like a state of mind, and the thing is, our perception of things is subjective. We're seeing everything through a subjective lens. We can't know anything.
We're all seeing things from. Yeah, I agree with you. So that's why you can't use the word objective because there's no such thing to us humans. To us humans, objectivity doesn't exist. Maybe if you're on the next planet, maybe you're a god, objectivity exists. But,
because then it would exist for everyone. It's.
That's something we can't answer because subjectively.
It's like I'm thinking about it, but I'm not.
We can't prove that objectivity exists. We can't do it. That's just my opinion, though. So don't just take that with a grain of salt.
That's a meme.
And that's a meme. Wait.
That's a meme.
I was making a meme to like a reference to something. I don't remember what it was.
I thought I was prepared for this, but I woke up. I was like literally
Wait,
sleeping when I got the ping.
Did you figuratively wake up, or did you literally just wake up?
I literally just woke up before I walked in here, so I have no idea what's happening.
Well, I'm sorry to exposing you to that. That's just like going up to you just ruined their life. You scarred them, you ruined them. But luckily, I don't know who said this. I think it was the author of JoJo wrote this. You know his name?
Hiroki, it's something Araki.
Hiroki Araki or what?
Actually, I think that's it. Hiroki Araki.
There's a quote. He said a quote where there's some benefits from having something like this.
Hirohiko.
There are benefits to having a bad memory. Number one, you can watch a movie over again and still enjoy it.
I enjoyed number two on the second time.
There were two other points.
Bad memory.
Some other things about forgetting things. He's a great quote. I love it. I don't even know what the other two.
Well, if I can bring it up. Okay. If you make an inconvenient promise, then you can pretend that you forgot about it. You can keep coming up with new ideas without being held back by convictions of the past.
Oh my god. That's so good. Like, you don't need convictions to live life. Like, who's holding me back? I'm acting on my own accord. I supposedly have free will. In my subjective viewpoint, I have free will. So I can do whatever I want. No one's holding me to any standard. I could do whatever I want. Make whatever I want to. My past isn't holding me back. My future isn't holding me back. The present even isn't holding me back right now.
There's no truth except for what you can.
Yeah, you have to make your own. You have to make your own truth out of life.
There's a thing.
I have another tangent, just like Undertale. Like, you just have determination to do whatever you want and just do it.
Yeah.
I have determined spaghetti. So I could go on and on and on and on, but maybe it's just time to wrap this up.
Yeah,
just
we probably
end it
should.
on a positive note.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
there's no point to keep going, because if we keep going down this rabbit hole, there's no end. We're not helping anyone except there's no end. So it's better to divide things into small chunks.
Yeah,
like, I think
I've noticed that.
I think quality, that's not necessary. If you can overdo things. You can definitely ruin things by overdoing them.
Yeah.
Sometimes
this has already been ruined.
This has been ruined. It should have been 10 minutes. It should have been once. It should have been less than a second, and it should have conveyed everything to you. It should just transferred over your mind.
We should have just said like one word. We should have just been like. Stuff.
I should have just said I. Like, how much symbolism does that word carry? I just conveyed this entire podcast here through the word I, and you didn't know it. You didn't know that I did that, but I did.
Oh fuck, you did. Like, I'm thinking about it.
I did.
Oh shit.
I.
Oh.
Every time you see I, just think about me.
Shit.
Not you. Not you. Like I.
But like you.
Me. Yeah, just me. Just boost my ego a bit here, okay? The only reason this is going on for so long is to boost my ego.
Yeah.
Look at Best Guy. I love all the PCPs, so when I talk shit about them, it's all like in an ironic kind of fashion.
We know.
Or, okay, so I'm gonna give some constructive criticism to Best Guy, but he already knows it. He already knows that he needs to make more content versus quality content, because you reach a broader audience if you just make a bunch of content. That's how the algorithm works on YouTube. You gotta be practical sometimes. You gotta make the money, get money. Everything I say is just BCP meme. So everything. I'm not original at all.
None of us
We already gone over this.
This podcast is just this, not just this one, but the.
No one can understand. Do you think anyone can understand this?
Is just a PCP meme.
Back to the point. It's better. There's a balance here. There's a balance between quality and the quantity. You want to hit the balance where you reach the most people and you help the most people.
Yeah.
And Best Guy Ever, he looks at this from a practical standpoint. He considers art to help people. That's his goal. To
help people. Right? Yeah.
To benefit humanity. Something about Star Trek I haven't watched, except like 40 episodes of the original.
You haven't watched the Star Trek.
I haven't watched the Star Trek.
The Star Trek.
But yeah, he realizes the flaw in his content himself. I'm just bringing this up because I think it's interesting that he makes very few videos, but if he made more, his channel would be larger. It'd still be great content. There'd just be more of it. And that would be better for everyone. But at the same time, just a bunch of highly videos on the planet.
It's weird. Like, my favorite videos are, like, ones that are, like, super long. Like, the Plinkett reviews. Ooh, why not he should be doing...
Video.
Why not... Okay, no. Here's what Best Guy Ever should be doing. He should be doing what Red Letter Media does. Like, they have those long videos that are, like, super complicated. Except they're not that complicated, but...
Isn't
they
that
also
just,
have...
like, Bleep and the Weeb, though?
Oh.
Like, isn't that the Red Letter Media style?
Well, they have different videos. Like, they have the Plinkett reviews, which are, like, these in-depth, like, reviews of, like, the Star Wars movies, where they go, like, really deep into the critique of them. But they also have the thing where they just sit around and talk about whatever movies that came out that week. You know, they have a balance
interesting idea.
of easy
I
to
saw
make,
another YouTuber do.
but also complicated.
There's this guy named Clear and Sweet. He has a YouTube channel that's pretty small. What he did is he took the Haruhi movie, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, and he wrote he took a notebook, he wrote down ideas, what he wanted to talk about, but then he just recorded like a voiceover, just taking it scene by scene by scene, and he just talked about every scene. He covered the entire movie, and it was pretty low effort, but he got it done. He could have, if he wanted to, he could have made like a highlighted video. Like, look at Game Maker's Toolkit, his Link video. He played individually all the Link games, but for every Link game he played, he made just a small little video on the Link game and what made that game special. Broke down the dungeons. He started making all these like charts for the dungeons, but he took it piece by piece, baby steps. You can't. To some degree, you can just like jump over the hurdle and just make the best piece of content ever, like Best Guy Ever.
Yeah, there's like a trend.
That's not necessarily
better
true.
Content look is like. Yeah, no, I get you.
Efficiency is the important part. Like, if you're not making something, if you're just lollygagging, then there's no point. You're not being active enough. If you're active, you're having your mind swirl around, coming up with good ideas, efficient ideas, things that get things done. Just be Casey Neistat. Everyone needs to be inspired by Casey. Just watch Casey Neistat, Alex. That's all I'm asking you right here. Just be inspired by him. He has a company. He likes Beam or something. I think he sold it too. He got a bunch of money.
He didn't sell it.
Looks
to Beam.
happy.
It's like he's still part of Beam.
Well, he gave it to CNN.
Yeah,
he's
transferred ownership to CNN, but he still works for Beam or something.
How cool is that? He makes vlogs. He makes movies. Yeah, he's a family guy too. But he also has like friends. Well,
yeah, of course he has friends.
He has friends, but he also has a ton of friends. Like he's just a nice guy too. Like, everyone likes him. That's why people like him. Everyone likes him.
Casey Neistat's the greatest example of like if you're a nice guy,
be a friend
people,
to anyone.
Yeah, he's the perfect example of the maxim that I try to live by, which is just be nice to people. Because when you're nice to people, people like you.
As much as I like Digibro, I'm gonna throw shit and say, hey, even though you give this perspective, that's a good thing too. But like, he gives perspective on what weird people are like, and you know, just says, hey, this is a thing. You don't have to like, be prejudiced about this.
Yeah.
Like it lifted me out of like the worst state ever. But then I watched Casey Neistat, and
Casey Neistat's the real
Digibro was Casey Neistat. Digibro should aspire to be more like Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We should all aspire to be more like him.
But that's not even the best example. But
Casey Neistat
is kind of the best example for us, because it's just a stream of videos. You can keep watching them. It's very easy to consume. It's very accessible.
Yeah.
If you want to exit out, like, we have nothing new to add. We already opened up the can of worms. It's all to you to decide. It's all to you to decide where you go next from here. It's not up to us to get, like, spoon feed you just ideas. Just come up with yourself. What did every other philosopher do? Casey Knight. This isn't. Wait, Thoreau? Casey Knight? Was he possibly inspired? Was Casey Neistat possibly reading Thoreau and just like thought, hey, I want to be like this guy?
Possibly. I mean, he definitely
read a book, and Thoreau was like, hey, if you want to be great, just look at all these great people. They also looked at other great people, and that's how they became great people.
That's how great people happen. They look at other great people and go, I should do that. I should be great.
And the people who aren't great, I just feel like they're just not really looking that critically at other great people. Like, maybe they're envious, or maybe they're actually sick, like they can't physically do it.
That's an interesting perspective.
It sucks. And then some aren't even educated. We should offer education to every person, because every person has the potential to be great.
What are you?
And we're just holding them back. We're holding back the wave of great art by not helping other people. There can be a lot more artwork out there. We can make life better in general.
Yeah.
No one has to be depressed.
You've come to the same conclusion.
That shouldn't be a normal thing.
That lots of people.
No one should be like Digibro. It just so happens that we have Digibro, and he's an inspiration, but he's not the shining inspiration. You should already be above Digibro. You should be looking at Casey Neistat first, not Digibro first.
Well, I definitely. Well, here's the thing. It's got, like you said, it has to be baby steps. You know, you got to move from gotta embrace the weirdness.
I was a weeb, so I looked at Digibro. Like, that was relatable. You can't relate to something you can't relate to.
Right.
So you have to relate. Digibro relates to Casey Neistat.
So you can.
What happened was I took some baby steps. I related to Digibro, and then I related to Casey Neistat after realizing that Digibro related to him. So it's all about your relationship in this universe.
You gotta just do the stuff, and
just do it. Make it happen. Just do it. Just do it meme. Everything is just a meme.
Just gotta do what Nike does, and just do it, and I gotta leave now.
Thanks for listening in.